Peter, let's go over your paper. And here is the grading rubrics that I'm using for your paper. And I went through and looked at your underlined words. You had ability, which you didn't mark what it is, so I couldn't give you credit on it. The majority of people doesn't stop and consider. I counted this as a strong verb. Many people overlook. Again, I counted that as a strong verb. I actually need to change that for you. And what I need you to do is after each of these, I need you to mark what you're considering them. And again, another verb. And again, this is another verb. And what I didn't see in your paper is I didn't see any ly, so you got a 0 on that. I didn't see any who which. I didn't see any www.asia. I didn't see any quality adjectives. So the only writing tool that I saw that you were using in this paper is your strong verbs. Your spelling was good. There was a couple of words. Let's see, where are they? That you had misspellings on. Let me find them right here. Keeping the disease, so that was a spelling error. And so you missed 1 point on your spelling there. Capitalization and punctuation were correct. Usage, that was... There is a need for dog owners especially to be careful and have their dogs vaccine. And so that should have been vaccinated. So you use the wrong form of the word, as well as contained separately from wild animals. So you lost a point on that usage. Your appropriate source, yes, your source was appropriate. I think it's really neat that you used something that was local. I was able to find it on the internet using your information, so you did a good job citing your source. So that was very good. Did not get an outline, and that cost you the most points because that was worth 15 points. Did not get your 15-point outline. It's double spaced. You had a title. Your citation is correct. And the other points you missed was using your outline for writing. So once I have your outline, I look and see if you're able to write from that outline. And so you can see where you got your zeros, and those are our next objectives for your next paper, because we need to keep going through this writing process until I see that you can utilize all these tools for writing. But I'm going to show you for next week a couple of things. I want you to utilize all the tools, use all the writing tools that we're talking about in this class, and those include all our dress ups, our outlining, and you're doing well on your sources and your citations, so those aren't real goals for you. But I want to see that you can use all those dress ups, and after each time you underline it, you need to let me know which of the dress ups you're using. Usually I can figure it out, but sometimes when I can't, I need to know what your intention was so that I can give you partial credit. I am going to show you a new objective that I want you to do for your next summary, and that is our MLA heading. And so I want you to work on using all these dress ups, all 5 of them, and writing from your outline. And our 5 dress ups, they're listed in your rubrics, but they're the ly, the www.asia, the who which, the quality adjective, and the strong verbs. And it's easy to change your verbs. Just pick a verb the dogs with rabies spread, and right click on it, look at synonyms, and change those verbs to verbs that are more appropriate for high school students. Okay, MLA heading. When you write an MLA style, it has a specific heading, and it goes above your title and your citation, and it is left justified. It starts with your name. Then you put your instructor's name. Then you put your class name, and this is Institute in Excellence in Writing, and then you put the date. And that is MLA style. It doesn't need to be bold though, but it does need to be double spaced, and it also needs to be the same font size as your paper, and we usually go with 12 point. So let's go ahead and make your whole paper 12 point. And this should go on every paper you write. For MLA style, it should follow this heading. And so from now on, when you turn things in, I want to see this MLA heading on each of your papers. So for your homework, you're going to have to pick a new source. So you're going to pick a source. You did a great job on picking your source before. It needs a date, an author, and a publication. And so pick a new source. It can be anything you want to write on. I'm not concerned about what you're writing on. What I'm concerned about is you being able to use the tools. Once you pick your source, our next step is outlining. And you need a 15-point outline. And then I want you to write it. You can write your summary or your paragraph, whatever you want to call it. And then, so that's our step 1, step 2, step 3. Our 4th step is we're going to dress it up. And you're using those 5 dress ups. Those are the tools I want you to practice using and show me you can use those writing tools. And after you dress it up, you want to format it. And that's where we're using our double space, a full 2.0. Your new formatting goal is to use that MLA heading. And make sure your citation is correct. So those are my goals for you, that you can pick an appropriate source. You're doing a good job at that. This is where I'm missing. I'm not seeing your outline. I'm not seeing your dress ups. You're doing okay on this. This is our new goal right here. You're doing great on this too, your citations. So I want you to focus on doing this MLA heading, getting me a 15-point outline, and doing these dress ups. Now these are just writing tools, but I need you to show me that you know how to do them. You'll have the same rubrics, and your rubrics is available to double check your work before you turn it in to me. It's available on your Jupiter grades, so you should be able to see this in advance. It'll be the exact same thing, except I'm going to add your MLA heading, and that will be part of your grade. So let's try it again. Pick a source that you're interested in writing about, and give me an outline, a summary, dress it up and format it correctly, and turn it in by next Wednesday by 9 a.m. That's the end of the video.